Live? Okay. Greetings all. I hope you're still doing good this Saturday. I had to come back in as my day continued. I realized there was a few things I left out. And I get in front of the camera and I know I'm not the only one. And certain things just go blank. I'm like, yo, how did I just. It... One thing, I was talking about being a vegetarian. Yeah, I was a vegetarian, but that was even after. For my transition, the first move I made was into pescatarianism. That's even an ism. But I was pescatarian after being everything Aryan. And that sustained me for a long time. And I guess it's because I had to watch something to bring that back to me, because I think fish is one of our most sustainable sources if we're gonna go for meat at all. And if you're still really too scared about doing the full, like the cows and the beef and all the rest of it, goats, whatever, ducks, all the animals, like fish is something that is really good. Is really good. But I came in to say a few pointers. How I'm gonna go about things is I wanted to express that I won't be eating meat like I have ever done before. I think it'd be the best way for I is to eat it seasonally, which I didn't really get into very well. When I say seasonally, I mean every time there's a seasonal change, as in like what's coming up next is the spring equinox, and then the summer solstice, and then we have the autumn equinox, and the winter solstice. Those are the four main seasonal changes, and around that time there's always feasts before or after. So those are the times I'll probably have like a week of meat intake, or just more of like have a gathering and feast on like more animal foods then. And one of the reasons why the other recording didn't go up, which I probably will link soon enough, the latest one, was because I said something crazy like I'm gonna be eating meat. The ratio would have been 80 to 30. So I'm saying as I get in front of the camera and I get all silly, so I don't know. But yes, 80/30. Yeah, okay, let's say my scale is 110 then, all right? But yes, that's seasonally, not every day, not every hour, not after every meal. Definitely breaking it up. Um, there was another point, don't escape me now. It was eating it seasonally. And I wanted to let you know about the vegetables, why it isn't enough for us. And on the part 2, I mentioned about me being sick after going raw for a week, ended up in hospital with very low calcium. And calcium is one of those like nutrients that is rampant. I say rampant, but very abundant in the body. So for me to be depleted so much, and I had been breastfeeding, I breastfed my first child up to 2.5 years, and at that time I was breastfeeding my second child for about a year and a bit. Oh, it wasn't even a year. Hold on. Uh, it was a couple of months, almost probably 8 months. So yeah, about 8 months or so. So the reason why I realized that I got sick like that over just eating vegetables, eating raw like that, is because as we know, the soils have been depleted of all these nutrients. So vegetables are not growing like they were before. They're not as nutritious as they were before. More the reason why we need that extra oomph. And see, the animals, they don't go through the same kind of isms that we go through. Even though they still breathe in the same air, their body tackles it differently. And so if we can get the nutrients, because they also eat nutritious things supposedly, and this is why the way we are eating it now and what we are eating now is not conducive for us, because obviously the way they cure most of these animals, the way they treat them, is not in the best of conditions. More the reason why we have to look for organic and small farmed animals. I say small farm, but small farmers or local farmers that that actually are taking care of the well-being of these animals. because you know that you are what you eat, and if the animal's in distress, you will soon be in distress. And another thing about being vegan is like, because it takes because your body's not getting all that it needs. And this is another reason why I got sick, is because my main source of fats, if not from avocados, was nuts. And I had just, at the time when I was doing the raw foods, I had cut back on my nuts intake. No pun intended. I don't even eat nuts like that no more. No, not really. But yeah, no pun intended for sure. Just that was one of my main sources of fats. I love nuts. And so, because I was taking a step back on that, because I realized I was just doing too much nuts, and I always like to be balanced and moderate about things. I thought, let me take down the nut intake, and then as I was only juicing and salads and all of that, it just wasn't enough. It just definitely wasn't enough. The fruits and vegetables are depleted from its usual abundant nutrients, and you know that we have the soul gives the plants and the animals and us a lot of food already, a lot of food sources. Um, yeah, so that's one of the reasons why I believe I got sick as well. And what was the other thing? Be sure that we don't have to eat meat all the time. I'm gonna do it seasonally, and I'll let you know how the journey goes for me. Most definitely, no doubt. I wouldn't be putting across this to you if I didn't believe it wholeheartedly myself. Anyways, if I didn't know it to be true at that. So, and like I said, this is the second year running. So, and I'm a Scorpio sun sign. So it takes me a minute before I jump on or jump off anything. And being a Sagittarius moon sign, like, I'm always looking to the higher mind, higher perspective, higher octave of things. So, yeah, and being a Pisces rising sign, like, I love, I am of service, but I'm cutting back a little bit on that Pisces, and my intuition's there, that's good, but I can't be giving too much of myself. So, but that's another topic. I just wanted to come back and let you know, like, if you're gonna follow suit, then don't go off the bandwagon too far and too fast. Take time, do your own research. It's really important. Like I said, it's this second year running. Even though I get my good guides, I still have to be like my physical, um, what do you call it? Just my being in this plane, and all my isms and schisms, can sometimes hold me back. But I'm working on always striving to connect and stay connected, even to my highest guide, to my highest self. So yeah, I come with you in that respect. Anything else I need to say? Ja, ra, ja, wa, dun, 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 dun. Maybe not. If so, I will come back. Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Peace. Ciao.